Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a brew built around a bunch of new cards. Most importantly, this cool new Twinflame Tyrant, the 5-mana 3/5 dragon with flying. It says if a source you control would deal damage to an opponent or permanent an opponent controls, it deals double that damage instead. So very powerful effect on this 5-mana dragon. It itself attacks for 6, but doubling up all the damage in this deck is pretty powerful with a bunch of different effects here. We also have Seize the Spoils back in Standard, which I love this card. I think it's just a cool card for like reanimation strategies and ramp strategies as well. It also has card draw. It just does a lot of good stuff. The other kind of card we're built around is Push Pull. If you're not aware of this one, we're not pushing anything. Well, you can actually with treasure tokens, you can cast that, but mostly saving it to return 2 creatures from our graveyard, or any graveyard actually, to the battlefield with haste, and then you sacrifice them at the end step. So we're trying to use this basically as a way of just winning the game right away. So you can imagine if you just have 2 Twinflame Tyrants in your graveyard, and you bring them both back with haste, they are both going to attack for 12 damage in the air, and that's 24 damage right there with a 1 push pull. So that's kind of cool. The other thing that works really well with the Twinflame Tyrant is Calamity, the Galloping Inferno, which you can saddle the Tyrant with this, and then each one attacks for like 24 damage or something, because you create 2 additional copies of it, and it's double, 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 and then it just does a ton of damage. So that can kind of catch people by surprise here. So we've got a bunch of ramp. The Llanowar Elves, of course, is really great. Early game ramp, glimpse the core to search another forest. Invasion of Ergamon is pronounced that wrong. Is an interesting ramp because it gives you a treasure token, but it also puts something into the graveyard. So that's kind of the idea with this push pull reanimation strategy. There's now kind of a critical mass. We have the invasion and the Seize the Spoils. They both help us put creatures into the graveyard and ramp us. So you can kind of ramp into the push pull if you have it in your hand, or just ramp into any of your big creatures here. The Spinewoods Armadillo puts itself into the graveyard. So you can pay 2 to get any creature or desert and put it into your hand, or sorry, any land, basic land or desert. Gain 3 life, which is useful, or late game just kind of hard cast this at 6 mana. So it puts it into the graveyard so you can push pull it back. Again, this attacks like for 14 if you have a Twinflame Tyrant, and the Tyrant itself attacks for 6, so that's exactly 20. Same with the Trumpeting Carnosaur, puts itself into the graveyard. You can destroy one of your opponent's creatures. And then with the Tyrant itself, those two combine to exactly 20. Seize the Spoils, we talked about. Overlord is quite good. Because you can impend it on 4, but also if you like put it into the graveyard with Seize or Invasion, or if you just hard cast it and it dies, if you bring that back with Twinflame Tyrant, it doubles this damage that you're doing. And push pull is extremely good with Overlord because it comes into play. You get its ability to do 4 damage. Say you double, that's 8. It attacks. You do another 8 to anything. It itself will do 10 if you have Twinflame Tyrant out. So that is a really good combination to push pull both of those back. Also quite good with Calamity to create additional copies of it. And then other cards that are quite good with all this stuff is Dragonhawk, which is a really good kind of bird that it's a dragon bird, but it comes into play. It gets this ability, exile a top card. If you have creatures with power 4 greater, you get more of those. So if you get back a Dragonhawk plus an Overlord, that's really powerful. Dragonhawk plus a Carnosaur, Dragonhawk plus a Tyrant is quite good. And Terror of the Peaks also really good, also quite good with Calamity. So really just the combinations of these creatures is what you're trying to get, like multiple of them. And you can just kind of play them out. If your opponent kills them, then you can push pull them back, or you can intentionally discard them with Seize the Spoils and Invasion of Ergamon, or the way that they also intentionally discard themselves. Mana base, pretty simple. Yeah, you may want to. You could add some other dual lands here, but I'm just trying to keep it pretty simple here. You get the Thornspire Verge, which is quite good for just a red-green deck. And yeah, that is the deck. Let's jump into games and see if we can do some red-green reanimation combo here in standard. All right, green-red Reanimator combo on the play. Ooh, no, sand's not very good. It has nothing to do on turn 2 and no green mana. This is much better. Much, much better. We'll keep this and probably put back a land. Assuming we'll draw more. Yeah, let's try it. Let's at least try it this way. Because we can go turn 2, seize the spoils. Yep, Swift Spear. Okay, there's a land. Now, do we want to just discard this other land, or maybe even the invasion? I think we'll just discard the land, because it's possible we want to play this Tyrant next turn. And we certainly can, just to block or just have a threat out. We did get a push-pull, though. Okay, draw another land. I mean, I wouldn't hate having... I could use this and kill this, but no, I'm going to try to save it. I mean, we can play the Tyrant if we use our treasure. The other option would be to kind of go all in and try to discard it and then find another something to bring back with haste. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the best play is here. I think we just play it for a blocker. Because we want to, like, if it dies, it's fine. That's another way to get it into the graveyard, but we want to make sure we draw something else to get back with push-pull. Okay, opponent's not playing the Slick Shot, at least not right now. So the Tyrant is holding off. Holding off the attack, maybe. They could have, like, Giant Growth. Ooh, okay, there is the Dragonhawk. You can just play the Dragonhawk, too. I think that's pretty good as well. Play out the Dragonhawk. And have a land here. I think I'm okay to just attack. Six, and then this does, what, 4 damage? A lot of damage. So this is, like, definitely a lethal attack. Slick Shot, sure. Definitely scary, though. I think I'm going to block here on the Slick Shot. Although this thing has got double strike, so that's kind of scary also. They have a bunch of pump spells. This one could be worse. Or this is +2 per spell. So this is doubling everything. So let's try this. Okay, Lightning Strike. Interesting. Okay. I still need to do something to, yeah, pump it. Okay, I'm not dead, so that's good. And if I draw land, I can push-pull this back. Okay, so then, wait, am I at 7? No, I'm still alive here. Out of 3. Let's see. So this itself is 6, 7, 8. So I'm 1 short. That's interesting. Unfortunate. Okay, ditch a push pull. Oh no, another dragon. Well, I can kill. I can use this to kill something of theirs and still live potentially. I can also do this to get this thing. If I attack it with the Tyrant. They got one card in hand. This by itself is a lethal attacker. I mean, I guess if I just hold back here too, I can, in theory, just block this. Alright, no attacks. Swift Spear, okay. Another mouse. Okay. So we're not technically dead, are we? No. Still will survive at 1 life here. This is double strike and trample, right? Yeah, so block and block and go to 1. Now we just need a land. Oh, yes. And well, I can actually just play this to double, but more fun to get 2 things back here. Oh yeah, any graveyard, right? Okay. Alright. The double red triggers. And attack face for the win. Very nice. Close one. Nice. Alright. On to the next one. Alright, on the play with an interesting hand here. I guess we'll try it. It's not amazing, but it does let me play potentially a turn for Tyrant, which is okay. Another Tyrant, nice. So we can go Tyrant into Tyrant. I really want to go Tyrant into... Okay, so what do we ditch here? Probably the other... Seize the spoils, because it looks like we're just going to try to hardcast these things. Okay, there's an invasion. Alright, opponent is on some sort of 5-color action here. Okay. So we could go for Llanowar Elves, an invasion. We could try to just play out a Tyrant. I'm gonna go hold a removal though. I'm gonna try the invasion and ditch Overlord, maybe. Maybe the Tyrant. Let's ditch the Overlord for now. That's a land. That's good. Alright, so we got our Llanowar Elves. No removal. I thought for sure they had some removal up, but not doing much. Okay, they have got an Overlord. Just give them some flying blockers here, which is interesting. Let's play the Tyrant. And pass. So, another tap land. Okay, there's a Leyline Binding, I figured. Attack. Okay. Lay out another one. And I guess I can attack the elf. I can attack this thing. Sure. Land. Okay. Another land. If they have another removal. Okay, another Overlord. A lot of flying blockers going on. Okay, another land. Alright, well, we'll play out the Calamity. And saddle it here. One gives me the nice... Might as well swing with everything. Base here. And then... Yeah, just go face everything. So they're gonna block... Well, this is a mistake because if they let any of these through, it's just like tons of damage. Yeah, okay. Wow, alright, well, got there. Nice. Alright, on the play here. Bunch of ramp. Sure, we'll try it. Interesting one. Just ramp city going on here. And elf. If we draw something to discard, we'll play this. Otherwise, we'll probably just go glimpse. And another elf next turn. Another evasion. We'll just, yeah, I think we'll just ramp it up. See what we draw. Bit of reunion, okay. Some sort of reanimator strategy. Alright, so invasion and ditch the forest. And then land, another invasion, ditch the mountain. Okay. And attack one of these. This needs another card in hand to work. But we just drew all ramp and nothing else so far. This is card draw, though, so that's nice. When your ramp deck has card draw. But opponent could be Coma and... Clearly it's turn 4, right? Now... Oh, there's a preacher, okay. Yeah, okay, so that... It's another land, which is getting discarded. Ooh, okay, interesting. Push-pull. So push-pull... We could get their own Coma back, I think. Or we could try to wait for something else, but that sounds pretty good to me. This only does, let's see, discount damage to a player. Yeah. Let's save one of our treasures if we play the forest. So I think that's probably worth it. And then... Let's see, you'll pull back their own Coma. And attack. It's only a player, yeah. Yep, okay. So this should give us 4 serpents. And they're gonna block, alright. It's fine. And it goes to their grave still, but we do get the serpents. Which can maybe unlock these. Okay, nice. Coma v Coma. So this is enough to block this, as well as this. Do we want to attack with everything? Do we want to do that? Or do we want to attack and try to unlock some of these? I don't know. Do not know. Let's see, we could trade one for this. I mean, that would probably be worth it. This is, discard a card, you search the library for a land or battle. Put it into your hand. I think we just play this. And this would be 12 damage. This could block this. I'm just thinking. This would be 6 damage. They go to 10. This would attack us. I guess I could do this. And these two could block if they didn't have a removal. Sure. We'll try this. Not sure if this is right. I feel like, though, I guess my thinking is that the longer the game goes on, the more advantage they have, because they have 5 cards in hand to our 0, so we're probably not winning a long game. We just got to end it next turn if we can. But also, if they hit us with Coma, we're probably pretty screwed too, so. Ooh, Elder Dragon War. Oh, well, that only does 2, not 3. Okay, that does kill the elf, though. And puts 2 damage on my Armadillo. It's kind of a problem. Oh. Never mind. They're not gonna do that. Okay, so I am gonna just block this to prevent them from getting anything. Okay, well, got there. All right, red-green Reanimator on the play. This hand is keepable for sure. Go with Mountain. Could go Glimpse or discard something. Not sure if I want to discard anything yet. I don't have a push-pull, so we'll just lead with Glimpse here. And let's use the spoils. I think that's probably worth casting. You can also get a land and do Invasion. Actually, I like that a little better. Which land? So we want to do this, colorless, and get a forest, I think. And then Invasion. Probably ditch. Get to the seas, the spoils, because we don't have a push pull in our hand, so I think it's okay to just plan on hard casting these things. There's an Atraxa. Wow, okay. Okay, we could go another Seize the Spoils, but I think just playing out like a Tear of the Peaks is good, or well, if we ditch this and we draw a land, let me think. So that land, that would give us 4 mana. I think we'll just go Tear of the Peaks here. See if it resolves. Alright, Tear is in. Gives us a blocker. And then anything else we play does a ton of damage, so. Alright, it is down. Figured as much. Might be the case. Alright, there's big old Jace. Mill me, sure. Oh, milled over a bunch of non-lands. Okay, there's push-pull, so I think we definitely want to go with Seize the Spoils and ditch another Tyrant or Calamity? Maybe Calamity. And fine, okay, land is good. And then we want to just put this in the grave? Yeah, sure. Let's get another land to hit our land drops here. Get a mountain. Alright, so now we definitely have a lethal push-pull with all sorts of combinations of things here. Also, okay, that's Valgavoth, yep. The opponent has things that we could... okay, they're going to steal some stuff from our graveyard. Oh, wow. They can cast push-pull. No! Okay, just make them do it. That's funny. Yeah. Alright. You got it. That was unfortunate. Using our own strategy against us. Pretty good. Alright, push-pull, red-green Reanimator, and Spine. Lead with the elf here. Got our push-pull, so totally fine to just... oh, into the float. Okay. Use this as removal, or not. Okay, elf. And let's see what they got. Okay, nothing. They could have some like flash blocker. If they do, though, I can just use Carnosaur on it. So I'm gonna attack here. Okay. Although, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have attacked because of the, there's that thing that does damage to only an attacking creature. Okay. Looks like some Oculus sort of lists we're up against. Soul Partition. Sure. Yep. And nothing. Very suspicious. Very suspicious. I'm gonna play the Terror of the Peaks, I think. See what happens. Okay, that resolved. Interesting. Assuming it's gonna get, yeah, exiled. Okay. Now we can hardcast the Carnosaur next turn. There's a Founding on Chapter 1. Moment of Truth. Okay. see what they got. Okay, another elf. I could play that. I think I'm just going to go for the Carnosaur. See if it resolves. Another Prankster. Okay, there's a Haudijin. And an Oculus now. Okay. Hit good. Ooh, nice. Dragonhawk. That's a good one. And, well, opponent's had enough. Alright. That was pretty sweet. On to the next one. Alright. Red, green, Reanimator on the play. This hand is keepable. Looks alright to me. Let's see what we're up against. See what is good. Okay, land. Good draw. Could go invasion. Maybe just ditch the other invasion here. Because I'm not sure. Okay, there's not a Seize the Spoils. I think I just want to probably hardcast these things. We'll see. Okay, chart a course. We can ramp next turn. Maybe just ditch the other Seize the Spoils. If I had a push-pull, I would be more inclined to discard these, but I think we're just going to be casting them. It seems like. Okay, land, Seize the Spoils, ditch the other Seize the Spoils. Yep, so next turn we can go Carnosaur. And Helping Hand, yep. There's Oculus. And, yeah, my turn. I mean, I could double Carnosaur the Oculus, but that doesn't seem great. Okay. Dread, sure. We also go Elves plus Tyrant. Cast this. See what they got. They have a counter spell. It's quite bad. Okay, resolves. That's good. Hit good, hit good, hit good. Okay, another Seize the Spoils. That's actually not terrible. Ditch the elf here. I can play another one next turn. There's a Terror of Peaks, okay. I wonder what's in their hand. Probably get lost, I would guess. Yep. I am correct. So now we can play another Carnosaur or a Terror of the Peaks. Plus, see what they got. Carnosaur. It's Kiora, that's a good one. We could also do discard Carnosaur, play Invasion, and just try to set up for Okay. So this is 5. Okay, well, I think another Carnosaur is our best chance of doing anything this game. I'm trying to hit good here. Off the Discover Llanowar Elves. Okay, well, might be able to chump block with the elf here. And then Twinflame Tyrant could be good. Another Founding. Recommission, sure. Get back Prankster. I feel like we need to hit a push-pull to have a chance against what they're doing here. Because the Cure is going to be going to give them an 8/8 as well. So swing with everything. Let's see. And so this is 9 and an unsummon. Wow, okay. So 9, 5, 7, 9, 12. So we go to 1. Okay. Go to 1. And we need to draw a push-pull to have a chance, I think. Okay, unsummon. Sure. We'd have to push-pull into... We'd have to discard. How could we possibly win? Twinflame Tyrant plus something that we don't have, or Trumpeting Carnosaur. Just trying to think what could we discard that would be an out here. I think the Tyrant would have to be the Tyrant, or would it be Terror plus this? That's or 2 Carnosaurs. 2 Carnosaurs, maybe? Sure. No, didn't hit, I don't think. Yeah. Not enough mana to do anything at this point. Alright, GG. Alright, welcome back to the wrap-up. This was definitely a fun one. Built around Push, Pull, Calamity, Twinflame Tyrant, the new Seize the Spoils, which is back in Standard. Love that card. So, definitely an interesting one. I'm not sure how competitive it was. Certainly was fun. It has some potential to do tons of damage out of nowhere. This deck is really reliant on drawing push-pull. The games when you didn't have it, it just wasn't as good. As well as Calamity, as this can be quite good with the rest of the deck. But, you know, it can be a little clunky. The draws can be a little weird if you draw. There's one game I do like all ramp and no creatures. I think having your ramp spells draw cards, though, can kind of help you with that problem with ramp, which is kind of cool. But yeah, I wouldn't say it's like a super high tier deck, but definitely a really fun one if you want to play in the play queue, or I think you could rank up a bit with this. I had probably about a 60% win rate with this in the games I played. So yeah, you know, tweak it out. You know, you could adjust the numbers, maybe go up to 3 Overlord. I think that card's pretty good, and maybe ditch the Tear the Peaks. Might be the only change I would make looking at the list, but yeah, let me know in the comments below what you think about the deck, any changes you want to make, cards I missed. Really appreciate you watching. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video.